Alright, and welcome back to more Dead Space. Last time we used an unimpressive bomb to open up this area, so let's go see where this area leads.
Okay, you're through. Should be clear from there to the morgue. Remember, the codes are on the captain's body.
That doesn't sound good. I'm sure it's nothing but good things.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan transmitting ship-wide.
Hey, baby.
We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening. These wounds, we are not equipped to deal with this. God. Get him to the table. Hold him. None of you hold him down. Christ. And record him.
That was Nicole, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell from here when that log was made.
Where is she?
I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Well, I don't know about that, but I guess we'll find out as we keep going. I suppose. I'm so angry I'm gonna take my rage out on that box. Because how dare it be right there, sitting there, waiting to give me an item whenever I bust it open. We're gonna see a lot more of these annoying enemies that we saw last video. These guys. The guys that you gotta wait for the little spiky things to pop up. I want to make a sex joke now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be nice. I say be nice, I'm about to kill something. Yeah, I'm not exactly good at shooters, so I'm doing my best to try to get as much of an environmental advantage as I can. Not working too well, but I'm trying. Die, motherfucker. Okay. I think I got it. Just to show my anger, I'm going to take it out on its corpse. Me stomping on that thing was kind of desperation at that point. I was not entirely sure that was going to work. And now we got a lot of darkness with flashing lights, which is never a good thing in games. Makes things really annoying to try to see. So here I'm just trying to figure out where the hell to go. Keep in mind, I can't see anything at this point. Seeing that, I actually kind of know where we need to go, but I did not realize this while playing this. We actually need to move to our left, which I'll eventually figure out. Slowly but surely. There's a bunch of pickups in here. These things. There's at least one more box of, I think, line racks. What I'm probably going to call shotgun shells a lot throughout the LP. And there's one of these power module things that we're going to need to telekinesis over to a hole to put it in. I know, typical men always sticking things in holes. That's what we do best. But I do not excel at transporting these things. I have a feeling these are going to get really annoying later on in the game. We're not on a timer or anything while doing this. But I have the distinct impression we're going to at some point. Let there be light! Does this make Isaac God? I think it does. Open sesame! See, it worked. You're not scary. You're not scaring anyone. Worst case scenario, you're annoying. Just waiting for him to sprout the spiky things. If they do that, you can one-shot them with the shotgun. I'm going to use a lot of line racks in this video. And health items, I believe. There's at least one health item I'm going to use off screen. I'm just sensing a situation where I'm on a timer, having to telekinesis one of those power modules. It's going to be really annoying. Across several rooms, I'm going to have to transport it. I can just imagine already what kind of fuckery I'm going to have to deal with. I hate you. Just so we're clear, I hate you. I ain't fucking around either. I don't use the word hate lightly. If I hate somebody, I hate them.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? My name is Eileen Fisk. I just woke up in here and everybody was gone. I don't know what's happening. Why did they all leave? I'm going to try and find someone. If you can hear this, please come for me. I can hear scratching in the wall. Hello? Who's there? Are you a doctor? Why is everyone... Wait, I know you. You're Harris, the prisoner from the colony. You killed that nurse. Help! Somebody help me!
Awesome. I love how the audio and text log show up. Not so much the audio, but the text log while you're in the middle of freaking combat. That totally got me hit there. I was frantically trying to hit the button to get rid of the stupid text log. Sorry if you weren't able to read it, but I was getting attacked. Dicks. I'm starting to fall a little bit out of love with this game. The first parts were awesome. But now, I'm starting to see the shenanigans that these developers want to create for the player. Definitely going to need any ammo I can get. And that's really an optional alcove you can go through. I don't know that you really get anything that's worth it, though. Get a little bit of ammo, and that's about it. And you have to use that ammo to kill enemies. If you're good at shooting them, then it's probably worth it. This is going to go well, isn't it? This does not look like a regulation procedure. Definitely not a regulation procedure. It's definitely against regulations. I was trying to bust through the glass to see if I could help out, but no luck. Only enemies are allowed to bust through the glass. We'll see that in a few minutes. Text log, read it if you want, don't if you don't. And this makes sense. This is a good spot to put the text log where there's nothing attacking you. Save your game here. Really should not put text logs in sections where you're going to be encountering enemies. That's pretty damn annoying. Oh hell. Okay, you're making scary noises and I don't like it. Hoping for stasis, but I'm out. Die, motherfucker. Don't worry, I'll refill that stasis yet. I was pretty annoyed, speaking of refilling the stasis. I went back and saved that because I fought that thing well. And this next bit killed me quite a few times. So what we're about to go do, you can exploit a glitch and actually get a bunch of power nodes if you do this right. I did not discover this until after I'd already completed this section. And this is a new enemy. I think this is basically the cause of all the chicanery going on right now. It basically inhabits bodies and creates monsters out of them, which is interesting, I guess. And no surprise, they're going to jump out and attack you. Because they're gits. A lot of shotgun ammo I'm wasting there. I don't really have much of a choice in the matter. This took me several tries. I don't know how to get enemies off of me whenever they jump you. I know there's an X prompt, which I hit,
Codes received, and they look good. Thank God. I'll start accessing the captain's records right now. Head to the tram station, and I'll contact you there.
Okay.
And you saw me pick up a power node there. What you're supposed to do is telekinesis that thing over to the door. There's a whole list of things you're supposed to do with that, and I don't remember what exactly it is. Another text log. I have a save point where I could retry this whole section. I really don't feel like doing it though, being honest. If I picked up an extra 30 power nodes, it would definitely be worth it. Especially knowing what I have to go through the rest of the way. Hopefully I could save some line rack ammo. But I just don't feel like doing it. Call me crazy, but I just don't feel like it. There's a box of handgun ammo in here I end up coming back for. Throughout some of our travels, I also find something else on my trip back. At one point I got to a save point and then came all the way back just looking for stuff to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I guess you're supposed to eventually telekinesis the thing all the way over to the elevator, go up and over a few rooms, and then come back and telekinesis it on the elevator. And it seems kind of complicated, but probably worth it, to be honest. But I'm not messing with it. As much as I like to cheat games, I'm still not doing it.
Science Log Chief Science Officer Dr. Kine reporting. The colony's problems concern me greatly. I have no doubt they are somehow linked to the discovery of the marker, but the exact nature of that connection is still unknown. Almost 40% of the colonists are experiencing a form of dementia. The obvious symptoms are acute depression, insomnia, and hallucination. Incidents of violence and even murder also indicate extreme paranoia. Dr. Mercer has advised that I bring some of the affected on board for study. Dr. Wellen, the planet-side psychiatrist, has reported that his own analysis has been fruitless. I'm hesitant to rely on Dr. Mercer at this point, but I need his expertise. We need solutions, and we need them quickly.
Well, Holtz, sometimes you gotta rely on yourself. You can't just hire a bunch of wannabe vampire hunters and assume they're gonna help you get the job done. Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. God. Maybe then your plan would have been successful. So we've pretty much done everything we need to do in Chapter 2. We just have, I believe, one more enemy to fight. You can see the time on the video. That's not all we're doing. We're going to get a pretty healthy way into Chapter 3 as well. Hey, buddy. Break a leg. No. Okay, fine. At least we'll have a few minutes without enemies. It's kind of odd when you hear the random bulkhead falling. I guess it makes sense the ship is falling apart.
Isaac. Somehow one of them found a way down to the captain's nest. I managed to contain it in a damaged escape pod. Lifting executive lockdown now. I found the deck logs. Whatever is happening around here, it came from the planet when they cracked it open.
How's that possible?
The colony and reached the ship. Isaac, this isn't an infection. It's some form of alien life.
Quit trying to make sense of it all.
Shit, we've got bigger problems. The ship's engines are offline and our orbit is decaying.
Oh no.
Get over to the engineering deck ASAP while I stay here and figure out what the problem is.
Damn it! I forget your name. Why are you always ordering me around? I decided to dump all my power nodes into the plasma cutter. I have a feeling this is going to be the weapon I use the most. That might have been a poor choice, I'm not sure. I probably should have dumped them all into the suit. But, that's the decision I made and that's what I'm going with. Since I don't have infinite power nodes. Although I would like to have infinite power nodes. Not even infinite, just enough to upgrade everything I have. Would be wonderful. Not sure where we're going now. But I'm sure it'll be full of fun and good times, right? I'm gonna assume that's a yes.
You've got two problems, and we're working on borrowed time here. First, there's no fuel in the engines. Second, the gravity centrifuge is offline, which means there's a couple of trillion tons of rock pulling us down. I need you to get that centrifuge operational. Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit.
Fantastic. More work for us to do. Because you wouldn't want to actually do anything yourself.
Personal log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. It's been 2 days since they pulled that planet open, since the captain died. The panic, the riots, they were nothing compared with what came after. Our friends, our co-workers, started coming back. Changed, coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel, and the primary engine is laboring. Danvers and I are going to try to reach the fuel depot to see if we can fix it. Temple out.
I have a feeling we'll be seeing him later, in the form of a monster. Just a guess. But it's not like dude was guy in the chair or anything, so he's awesome at hacking or doing anything useful. Guy's done nothing but bark orders at us this entire time, and he hasn't done anything useful. It's pretty much Isaac doing everything. It makes sense, he's the main character, but still, you'd think they would treat him with a little bit more dignity and respect, considering he's doing everything. I don't even know if they've said thank you to him. Yeah, that's totally just playing possum. I don't trust it for a second. How's it taste? You get? Give me your loot. Never liked you. The fights I noticed are starting to get more intense, and whether or not I'm going to be able to complete this game is...
What in hell is going on here? Danvers, Henderson, he's crazy. He's pulling his own teeth out. Henderson, for God's sake. Oh, God. Is he dead? Relax. He's alive. But he hit that door pretty hard. Man, why would he do something like that? I don't get it.
It's interesting at least that we get these logs, so we get at least some sort of an idea of what this ship was like while this is all going down. We get no idea what it's like whenever it's operating properly, but at least we get some sort of personality to the ship and its people, which is better than nothing. There's apparently some ammo you can get by telekinesising it there, but I couldn't find it. So now we gotta go into the levels of bullshit. First, I'm going to pick up a much needed health item. Pretty sure that one's gonna get used this video. I know at least one med kit I use off screen. Something's lurking. I don't know why the game tries pretending like it's just off in the background and it's not going to affect us or attack us at any point. At this point, we all know we're getting attacked. It's how this game works. Fortunately, we got enough of a respite that we can pick up items. Which is better than nothing. There's that secondary attack you can do there where you can stasis it and kill a lot of enemies like that. I'm guessing that uses multiple rounds when you do that. And I use that move quite often throughout this section, so I'm guessing that's a lot of the reason why I'm running so low on line rack ammo by the time I finish this video. Yes, I pulled it all the way over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ugh. I'll figure that out here in a second. First, we need to come up here. This is much less awkward than the second one's gonna be.
Refueling sequence activated.
Hooray! Not scared, we're Isaac. Isaac can do anything. Well, at least he can do more than anybody else. The game had to be picky with that. I mean, at this point, the game knew what I wanted it to do. But no. Had to be picky. You can imagine we're going to be accosted by some enemies here in a second. Okay, a few seconds. Whatever. That's not just the sound of Isaac's indigestion. He had a burger and chili fries before this trip. It's not sitting too well with him. Die, motherfuckers! All these precious line racks that I would like to have for later. I'm definitely seeing where those line racks are going, watching this back. I know there's an explosive barrel you can use, but I couldn't see it. I found that out walking around a little bit. By then it was too late. And at this point I'm just hoping they drop me good loot. Which it really doesn't look like they did. Dicks. I've got plenty of plasma cutter ammo. I really don't need more of it right now. That could change later, but right now I'm swimming in plasma cutter ammo. I could use more line racks. And med kits. And money. But the game's a dick. So I'm not allowed any of the things that I need. If I sound tired, that's because I am. And I don't really have a whole lot to say.
Never should have let him live. Never should have let him live. Shut it, Danvers. Shut it. Engineering log. Temple reporting. Someone has shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves in the process. They need to be repaired before I can reopen them, but we're running out of time. With the engine offline, orbit decay will begin in less than 10 hours. I just can't understand who would do this. If it's one of those crazy unitologist bastards, I'll break their neck. Henderson said they were coming. We never should have let them live. Shut up, Danvers! Help me with the tools. Temple out.
I'm assuming we've been getting these logs out of sequence, probably from the newest one to the oldest one. Which is kind of annoying. You'd think you'd want to actually get these things in order. But oh well. Something else I noticed while playing this is every now and again you get a few random voices in the soundtrack, which just seem odd to me. I'm not sure if they have a purpose behind them or if they're meant just to be creepy. Be sure to get the power node in here. You're definitely going to want that. And this thing you're definitely going to want as well. Come on. I like to think I carry this thing a lot better than I did that power node generator thing earlier. Something's angry. It's gonna catch me by surprise, too. I was not expecting something to attack me right here. Oh god. Shooting wildly is not working. Retreat! Tactical retreat. Just gaining some distance. Come on, buddy. Stasis has failed me. I was trying to go for that explodey barrel, and I'm glad I missed. I'm gonna need it coming up. Admittedly, I did not handle that monster as well as I would like to have. But that explosive barrel is still going to be more useful later. Those voices I was talking about, I'm not talking about the loudspeaker thing that comes on every now and again. Every now and again you can hear some voices whispering. Except I'm talking over them. Save point. Definitely want to save my game here. Yeah, I'm really tired. I've had this video ready to go for a while. About a week. At least. I just have not had anything to say. No jokes to make. So I wanted to wait until I could at least come up with somewhat passable commentary. Damn. I was not aware I had to actually control this thing. Thought it would do it automatically. I should realize it's dead space. It's not going to be easy on me.
Whatever you did, it's working, Isaac. I have a fuel reading. It's only a quarter full, but that's enough to restore orbit once you bring the engines online. What the hell? False alarm. Thought I saw something.
Oh no, you thought you saw something. I've been fighting things in the fucking trenches, and you thought you saw something. You get. When you die, I am not going to feel bad. Just saying. Not feeling bad at all. There will be no tears cried. You know he's dead. That's not spoiling anything. The game is not good at hiding anything at this point. You know he's gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop using that move except in emergencies. Although to be fair, fighting these things sometimes is an emergency. Oh god. So I wanted to basically stop time there and shoot that exploding barrel, which I kind of did. At this point, at least for a split second, I'm like, oh god, I can't see where I'm going. I was not sure that all the enemies were dead, but they were. So that's good. But it did take me a while to realize that. And I went ahead and used a health kit off screen. Recover some of my health anyways. I've lost a lot of health and ammo this video. So it's a good thing I've been picking up supplies. Very happy I've got quite a few in storage. I'm trying to not dip into that storage for the time being though. I want to save it for when things get really bad. Which, they're not yet. They're getting there, but they're not yet. I am going to have to avoid using the line gun as much as possible for a little bit. Which, I don't know that that's going to be able to happen. And I don't have a door walkway to trap them on like I did last video. Can't see you. These things are not blind friendly. I swear I could use some grenades or something in this situation. him! That only took a bar of health off, but that's cool, game. Whatever. I have a feeling those things are going to be really annoying later. They did not give me enough loot to compensate. That's right, I ended up buying a lot of health items from the shop and using them instead of dipping into my supplies. I'm going to spend a lot of money off screen. Also buy a power node, which is probably a waste of money. I still have quite a bit of money left over by the time I'm done. And we got another one of those things. I know you can't see it, but creating another monster. If I fail in this battle, I have to do that all over again. Son of a bitch. This was me just trying to bait them as much as I could because they wouldn't show up. They just kind of ran away. And ideally, I just wanted one enemy at a time, but of course they're not going to do that. They're going to come together. Right now. Come over me. Just die. I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. That's what I think of you. Alright, that's pretty much all the progress I'm going to make for this video. I am going to the shop. We got the schematic for the Ripper. I don't know what the fuck the Ripper is. It's not Tim Owens. So I'll try that out next video, see what it does. Hopefully it's good. If not, well, fuck it. And that's it. I do a lot of other item management that y'all won't see. And thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time with more of this lovely, lovely game.